Okay, next one. Solve the following non-homogeneous differential equation problem. D square y dx square equals to 6x square plus 2x plus 1. So again, this is a non-homogeneous differential equation with f of x to be a polynomial x to be all of this. Okay, and yeah, so to solve the same as before, okay, I'll write down our characteristic equation. So in this case only d square y dx square equals to 0 to be homogeneous temporarily. So in the form of quadratic equation is simply m square equal to 0. So in this case the root is only m equals to 0 only. And for equal roots, case number 2, okay, case number 2 is having this general form a plus bx times e to the power of mx. So that's all here. So m equals to 0, so we have e to the power of 0 equals to 1. So our complementary or homogeneous equation is only yc equals to a plus bx. Okay, so it should be capital B here. And the reason because this is equal to 1. Then we should highlight this with yellow color for our homogeneous function, yc complementary function. And then we look at our non-homogeneous part. Okay, the f of x is 6x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so we're still dealing with the polynomial. Okay, just scenario number 1. Our f of x is 6x squared plus 2x plus 1, which is polynomial. Therefore, the yp, okay, or the particular integral is starting from x to the power of r times ax squared plus bx plus c, because it is polynomial in the form of 6x squared plus 2x, so on. So our best guess for the solution, okay, particular integral is x squared plus bx plus c, multiply with the multiplier first, x to the power of r, and then we start from r equals to 0. That will give you value of 1. Okay, so our yp is x squared plus bx plus c. And just like before, we then check for the next step. Okay, we already start with r equals to 0. The next step is to scan for any correspondence with yc. And we already work out our yc is a plus bx. So the term bx here correspond with one of the terms in yc. So the reason for that is, reason for doing this exercise, okay, it's because of that. So this term correspond with, okay, with the terms in yc. Therefore, we cannot use this particular integral, okay, particular integral yp. What we do then, we increase the value of r from 0 to 1. So what happens is, when x to the power of 1 multiplied by ax squared, which is the original, because of the best guess, x squared plus bx plus c, therefore we have ax to the power of 3 plus bx squared plus cx. And then we check again whether the terms in this yp, using r equals 1, has any correspondence with our yc. If you check, our yc is a plus bx, so there is cx here. Okay, cx correspond. Cx correspond with the terms also. So we still cannot use this r equals to 1. So we have to increase with the next increment, which is r equals to 2. So x to the power of 2, xr, okay, multiplied by the base, okay, solution ax squared plus bx plus c. So we have x4 plus bx3 plus cx squared. Again, we check whether any of these terms correspond with our yc or y homogeneous. We have a plus bx in the yc, and then in this case we do not have any similar terms, if you like. Okay, x4 bx3 plus cx squared. So nothing, no correspondence. Okay, no terms in yp correspond to terms in yc, which is only a plus bx. So a plus bx. Therefore, it's good. We are good to go. Okay, the next step is to take the derivative. Okay, once we already get our yp, the next step is to differentiate our yp to become yp prime. So our yp is that one. So we can write down. Okay, we can highlight this. This to be our yp. Now this our yp. Therefore, our yp prime is 4 times ax to the power of 3, 4 ax to the 3, and then 3bx squared, 3bx squared, and then 2cx, 2cx. That's our yp prime, single prime. You can highlight that also. Oops. Let's say yellow. And then the next one is to take the second derivative yp double prime, and the reason for that is because the original problem is second order. Okay, up to second order. Check second order. So that's why I take the second derivative of yp. That will give you 12ax squared plus 6bx plus 2c as our second derivative. There. And then as before, we then after take the differentiation, we then substitute to the original differential equation, which was it was quite long. No, so actually the original differential equation was only, remember, okay, dy squared, so d square y dx squared equals to 6x squared plus 2x plus 1. That's the original, okay, differential equation. So our second order is this one, 12x squared plus 6bx plus 2c equals to the non-homogeneous part, okay, which is the f of x. Okay, this is our f of x, the non-homogeneous part. So 6x squared plus 2x plus c, which we can then equate, okay, just like before, equate the next step, all the coefficient. Okay, for x squared we have 12a, and on the non-homogeneous part we have 6. So you can easily get the value of a to be half. Okay, 6 over 12 is half. And then for x we have 6b, and this is equals to 2, and therefore our b is 1 over 3 or 2 over 6. And then for the constant, okay, to c equivalent to 1, therefore our c equals to half. Okay, so we can substitute this, okay, into our yp. Okay, if you remember, our yp was x 4 plus bx 3. Okay, so I write down here. All of this is our yp, and all of this is our yc. Okay, the reason is because in here we're supposed, we take the common factor x squared, and so still 3 over 6 x to the power of 4, same thing. Okay, half, a equals to half. So we should write down here actually half x 4. Okay. So you can, if you want, write down here half x to the power of 4 plus 1 over 3 times x to the power of 3, and another half times x squared. Okay, that's our yp. Combined with our yc, which is the same now, 3 over 6 x to the power of 4, and then 2 over 6 to the power of 3, which is 1 over 3, and then x 3 over 6 times x squared, half x squared. That will be the general solution for that particular differential equation, non-homogeneous differential equation.